Hello everyone, today we'll be talking about a movie called Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. Legend of the Ten Rings is a 2021 American superhero film based on Marvel Comics featuring the character Shang-Chi. Produced by Marvel Studios and distributed by Walt Disney Studios Motion Pictures, it is the 25th film in the MCU. The film was directed by Destin Daniel Cretton, from a screenplay he wrote with Dave Callaham and Andrew Lanham. Watch out for spoilers and let us begin. Around 1,000 years ago, Wenwu discovers the mystical 10 rings which grant immortality and godly powers. He establishes the 10 Rings organization, conquering kingdoms and toppling governments throughout history. We are sent in the year 1996, where we see Wenwu searching for Ta Lo, a village said to harbor mythical beasts. On his way there, he and his man get trapped by the bamboo trees, which makes the car driver lose control, throwing the car off the mountain, but Wenwu manages to jump off the car. He starts to travel through the magical forest on foot, but is stopped by guardian Ying Li. They start to fight, and after some time of fighting, she manages to defeat him. The two fall in love, and when the Ta Lo villagers reject Wenwu, Li chooses to leave with him and they have two children, Shang-Chi and Xialing. We are sent to the present time, where we see the main character of the movie Shang-Chi, on his job, and we also see his best friend Katie. She is someone that loves cars and loves to drive them. After they are finished with their work, they go to have some fun. The next morning they take the bus to work, and there, they get attacked, and Shang-Chi starts to fight them, surprising Katie and the others at how good he is at fighting. After beating some of them, another one with a machete as his arm, starts to fight him. As they are fighting, they break the brakes and the bus driver hits the steering wheel, passing out. Katie takes control of the bus and starts driving. The guy with the machete arm almost cuts the bus in half, which gives Shang an idea. He tells Katie to turn the bus when he gives the signal, and then takes the other passengers to the front of the bus and gives the signal. The bus breaks in half as soon as Katie turns, leaving the guy with the machete on it. After they think they are saved, Shang figures out that they had stolen his pendant, which his mother had given to him and his sister. We see the guy with the machete had survived the crash, and had taken the medallion in a car coming to pick him up. After that we see Shang going back home to get ready and go find his sister, which he thinks the people that attacked him will go and attack her as well. Katie follows him there, and asks for an explanation and tells him that she is going with him. On the way there, he explains to her about what happened. When Shang-Chi was 7 years old, his mother is murdered by Wenwu's enemies, the Iron Gang. His father dons the 10 rings once again, massacres the Iron Gang, and resumes leadership of his organization. He makes Shang-Chi undergo brutal training in martial arts, but does not allow his sister to train with the others, so she teaches herself in secret. When Shang-Chi was 14, his father sends him to assassinate the Iron Gang's leader. After completing his mission, a traumatized Shang-Chi runs away to San Francisco and adopts the name Sean. They go to the address his sister sends him. And a guy called John awaits for them and welcomes them to the Golden Daggers Club. John puts Shang on the ring to fight. Shang doesn't want to, but John tells him that he is going to help him find his sister if he takes this fight, so he agrees, but the person Shang is put to fight against is his sister. He doesn't want to fight her, so in the end she defeats him. After that they go to talk and we find out that she is the owner of this place. He explains that the guys that came after him will attack her as well, but she shrugs him off, saying she didn't need him back when he left her, and that she doesn't need him now. He is surprised and asks why she sent him the postcard then, and that's when she said that she didn't. And then they figure out that it was all a trap. But as soon as they figure this out, the club starts to get attacked, and his sister leaves through a back door. Shang and Katie try to go down through the windows, but they get attacked. Katie falls down but is saved by Shang's sister. And after some time of fighting, one of the attackers takes his sister's medallion. Shang starts to run after him, and after Shang catches him, they start to fight. When Shang defeats him, his father comes in and takes Shang and the others with him to their home. There he explains that he heard their mother's voice calling for help, and that she was locked behind a gate, in the village Ta Lo. They don't believe him at first, but then he gives that proof, by using the medallions to show a map. Xialing asks what is he going to do if the villagers don't let them in, so he says that he is going to destroy it. Shang, still having a hard time believing his father, gets angry, saying he can't do that, so his father locks them up. Down there, they meet a guy called Trevor Slattery, and a creature from the village Ta Lo, which is able to guide them to the village. The group escapes and goes to Ta Lo, which exists in a separate dimension. They meet Ying Nan, Li's sister, who explains the history of Ta Lo. Thousands of years ago, The universe containing the village was attacked by the soul-consuming Dweller in Darkness and its minions, but was saved by a Chinese dragon called the Great Protector who helped seal the Dark Gate to the Dweller's world. According to Nan, the Dweller in Darkness has been impersonating leader Wenwu so that he will open the gate. Shang-Chi, Xialing, and Katie join the villagers in training and preparing for Wenwu's arrival, using outfits and weapons crafted from dragon scales. Wenwu and the Ten Rings arrive and attack. Wenwu overpowers Shang-Chi and forces him into the nearby lake, then attacks the gate with the rings. This allows some of the Dweller's minions to escape, and the Ten Rings join forces with the villagers to fight them. The Great Protector revives Shang-Chi and bears him from the lake to battle the minions. Wenwu and Shang-Chi fight once more and Shang-Chi gains the upper hand but chooses to spare Wenwu. The Dweller in Darkness escapes the weakened gate and attacks Shang-Chi. Wenwu saves Shang-Chi, bequeathing him the rings before being killed by the Dweller in Darkness. Shang-Chi, the Great Protector, Xialing, and Katie manage to kill the Dweller in Darkness. Afterward, Shang-Chi and Katie return to San Francisco, where the sorcerer Wong summons them to Kamar Taj. Wong introduces Shang-Chi and Katie to Bruce Banner and Carol Danvers while researching the ring's origin. They discover that the rings are acting as a beacon to something. Xialing becomes the new leader of the Ten Rings, training women alongside men, despite telling Shang-Chi that she was going to disband the organization. And that is when the movie ends. Hope you all enjoyed this recap. Make sure to give the video a like, comment what you think about the movie, and don't forget to subscribe so I can make more recaps of movies, TV shows, animes, etc. See you all in the next video.